All right, folks, the first reviews to the Michael movie are in. We are reacting to a video that is going to talk about them from one of my favorite channels called 3C Films. And they are talking about the first reviews for that Michael movie. So we're going to check it out. We're going to react and we're going to talk about it as well. If you don't know, I have a playlist that has 26 videos currently on the Michael movie. Tons of views, so please go check that out. If you are interested in this movie at all, I have been covering it like a wet blanket, so go check it out. But anyway, let's check out this video and we'll react to it in real time.
Let's move on now to talk about Michael.
Oh, bro, come on, man. Don't ever do that again, bro.
I didn't go well.
See my movie. It's gonna be good.
Oh, for
Is
real.
that a good Michael?
For real. I mean, like look at him, man. Look at like he looks like more like Michael than he does Jaafar.
Yeah.
Like that, and that is.
Yes. They nailed it.
That's incredible. That's incredible. Every time I see that, I'm like, man, they killed it. They killed it.
And I'm looking at the background.
Mm-hmm.
Just right off the back, they nailed the Beat It look.
Mm-hmm.
Beat It video.
Mm-hmm.
They have it.
Mm-hmm.
Sockets to the background cast.
Mm-hmm.
They got it.
Mm-hmm. And one of the things that I said that this movie has to do, since this is a person who we have watched and studied his entire life, like his videos are part of the human zeitgeist at this point, like not just the American, not just Black American, just human. Like if you're a human on this planet, odds are you've heard of Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
You've seen his videos.
Yeah.
So one of the things that they could not do when they were making this was go like the artistic route and like do something that looks sort of like Beat It or looks something like Thriller. No, you got to go beat for beat, move for move, and it's got to be on point or else you're going to take everybody out of it. And everything that I've seen so far, they have been beat for beat, move for move with the stuff that we've studied and we know. So like I'm really excited that they decided to go that route as opposed to some of the other biopics that I've seen where they have like a reimagined version of something. And it's just like, dude, like, no, I don't want to see that. I want to see exactly what I came here for. I brought this up before. When you see the Disney remakes, like The Little Mermaid, I did not like how they decided to change things up just because it's live action. That song, like a part of your world, like I know that song. I know every note. I know exactly how it's supposed to go. And when you decide to change it, I feel betrayed. So you can't, when you're trying to do these things that people know.
To that movie too.
Yes. You can't decide that I'm just going to switch this one up a little bit. Like, no, that's not what we're expecting. What's the name of the newest, what's the Wicked?
Yeah. They took a lot of liberty and things too.
Yes.
Some I liked, some I didn't.
Yes. And like the what's her name? Elphaba, her song and the like she decided to put her own little twist on it. That's not what I want. I know how that song is supposed to sound. If you want to change it up, fine and dandy. Don't put it in my movie though. Like I need to hear what's her name? I always want to do it the John Travolta way. Adele Dazeem. Well, I can't remember her name. But anyway, I want to hear that version because that's the version that I feel is synonymous with the movie. I don't want originality when you're doing a remake of something. I need it to be beat for beat the same. Anyway, that's what I feel like they're doing in this, and I feel like that's one of the reasons why this is going to be very successful.
Agreed.
Not good, Michael. It's hard to do Michael, man. That majestic voice. Okay, as you guys know, the Michael movie is almost here. Another video I got
week away. We're a week away at this point.
Live stream. I was honest and said I think the Michael marketing has been disappointing. I know this is the biggest pop star in the world, and you don't really need to market the movie. But I really thought they could have gone a lot harder with this marketing. They could have done more. And people are like, Chris, they released a clip and 3 trailers online. You and every other movie, buddy. No.
Okay, what do you think about that?
I don't necessarily agree with that.
Yeah, I don't either.
I think you want to release some trailers, right? You don't want to overdo it. I don't think you want to give too much out, too. And I think the marketing has been pretty strong. I mean, it's not a Marvel movie,
right?
It's not a DC movie. not Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
Like,
you can't hide
it's
stuff.
not- yeah, and so I think the marketing has kind of been there. I think it's been pretty strong. And and another thing, they want this movie to be they want it to be hugely successful, but they also want it to be taken serious as well.
Mm-hmm.
So no, I think the marketing has been for this movie has been strong. I like how they release the trailers. We know enough going into next week. So
Mm-hmm.
I have not had a problem with it at all.
I haven't either. I haven't either. There was only one misstep that I feel like they had, and it's not really a misstep because it's only a critique that I would have after the moment, like afterwards, and think about like, what could they have done? I feel like they should have or could have released a trailer as a commercial during the Super Bowl. The only reason I feel that is because Michael Jackson's performance at the Super Bowl was amazing, and you could have somehow correlated that into releasing this and could have been like, do you remember this, this performance, and showed a clip of that. And then, sort of fade into what you have going on with the movie. That's probably the only thing that I feel like they could have done that might have made this better. But like otherwise, yeah. I mean, we all know the story. So you don't need to show a lot. And then the things that they aren't showing are the few things that we're interested in.
Yeah.
Like the character moments. That's the stuff that we don't know. All the like mega highlights, we know all of those already. So like that's the retread stuff. And that's what they're showing in the trailer. So they're really giving away nothing in the trailer. And the stuff that we, us hardcore fans, want to know about is the stuff that we don't see. The quiet moments, the character moments, more about Joe and his relationship with the family. Michael's relationship with Berry Gordy, the conversations that they had, the making of the albums, what was going into Michael's mind when he was making the albums. Those are the things that we don't know. So those are the things that they're holding back on, which is perfect. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't agree with his point on that. What do you guys think, man?
The marketing for the biggest music artist ever has been the same as, I don't know, the latest Jason Statham movie. Yeah, I said it, okay? Either way.
Disagree.
Put the marketing aside. We know the movie's going to be big. It's going to make numbers, right? But is it going to be good? We know there's been a lot of behind-the-scene issues where they were going to just make this in one movie, and they were really going to tackle on the allegations and controversy Michael faced. But then the lawyers messed up, and they saw, we're actually not allowed to talk about the accusers / victims. So we got to erase all that in the movie, and now we got to end it in the 90s before we get to the other half of Michael's life. And then there's like, so we might get a sequel, right? Okay. All that said, did it come out good? So let's look at some of the first reactions.
What'd you say?
That's interesting.
Yeah, I've heard that too since I've done so many videos on it. That the original movie was supposed to be close to 3.5 hours, and it covered everything from everything that we're gonna get in this movie to through This Is It tour and him passing away. So my guess in watching this is that where you see him doing the performance for the Victory tour. And then you see a little bit of his performance for I don't know which album that was, but anyway, I think it's gonna end with that sort of Victory tour sort of thing with him and his brothers. I think that's where it's gonna sort of end
like
off.
84, 85.
No, probably not. Probably not. Now that you say that, no, probably not. I think they're gonna get you to
With the Bad album.
I think
Dangerous album.
I don't know if they're gonna get to Dangerous.
Okay.
If it was me, I don't know if this is true or not, but if it was me, I would get all the way up to the Bad album and then end it there. I would get him through Thriller, all of that stuff, everything that, all the crazy stuff that happened with Thriller. That tour that happened after that, was that the Dangerous tour?
Yes.
Okay. Dangerous tour, and then that would be
Bad
the
tour,
end.
Bad tour.
Okay. You would have him making Bad would be the beginning of the next movie.
Agreed.
And then you go through from that point on to through the end of his life and his career.
This is it. I agree.
Yeah, so I think that would be a cool place to sort of end it. That's just me on the outside looking in. I mean, what do I know? I don't know.
Because the movie has already had its world premiere. Okay, so starting off here, Michael movie is one of the best music biopics I've ever seen. Jaafar Jackson is dazzling and mesmerizing and truly embodies Michael Jackson. Colman Domingo is spectacular and shows why he's one of the greatest. Incredible music sequences and performances make this a must watch. Oh,
I feel like those are going to be two things that almost everybody's going to come out of this thinking that Jafar was great and Coleman Domingo was great.
Well, he looks like Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely nails Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think he has big shoes to fill because I always thought Lawrence Hilton Jacobs did a really good job.
Yes.
In The American Dream.
Yes.
Jackson 5. So, the actors have strong. They have a lot to follow. And so it'll be interesting to see how this goes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Same way with Nia Long. She's gonna.
Mm-hmm.
Angela Bassett did a really amazing job.
I know.
In that first movie, if you remember, it was a TV movie. Came on for like 2 days,
Mm-hmm.
and so it was a 5 hour, 6 hour
Yes.
movie.
Yes.
So
cultural event,
yeah,
especially for us.
Yeah,
like cultural
exactly.
event, man.
So that'll be interesting to see. It makes sense for them to do a sequel, like we said, because there's a lot to cover.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, definitely, I think. If anything else, we're gonna come out and probably say Jaafar Jackson and Colman Domingo nailed it. I hope Nia Long. We're saying Nia Long nailed it.
Yeah, and then too, I know Catherine's moments are probably a little bit more low key, but I think that they probably played a even bigger role in Michael's actual life. So, yeah, it'll be cool to see that sort of performance, and I'm wondering. I feel like the American Dream movie, the portrayal of Joe Jackson was it was good, but I feel like it was more of like a one beat performance. Like he was almost the villain. I want to see if Colman Domingo's portrayal of Joe Jackson is more nuanced and also has some of that, like, he might have been hard. He might have been abusive, but there was an underlying level of love there too that I truly believe that Joe Jackson wasn't just this one beat villain, and that, I've said in another video, fathers were different during this time. Like it was the world was different during this time. So he was more of a product of that. That doesn't mean that he was the best person, but I don't think that he was the ultimate, like, just horrible, horrific villain that he's been portrayed to be. And I'm hoping that Colman Domingo's performance of him is a little bit more nuanced than that.
That's pretty high praise right now. A Michael movie is why we go to the movies. Thriller, Beat It, etc., recreated to perfection. Genuinely couldn't resist a head bump and finger tap at any moment. Makes you smile where it wants to, wince where it needs to. Colman is your earliest supporting actor candidate. Some pacing woes, but strong stuff all around. Can't wait to see this one with the crowd. Okay, so our first.
Now that's true too. Like I'm really excited to go see it. I think I'm gonna have to wait until next Sunday to go see it. So yeah, and this is when you don't really have to worry about spoilers. But I want to go see it with a crowd of people. I want to see it with people who are genuinely probably around my age. Like I think that'll be fun. And I haven't been to the movies like to really see something that I want to see in a while. So I'm excited for this one. I know you said you had an opportunity to go see an early screening.
Yeah, early screening, but I couldn't make it. But yeah, it was unfortunate. But yeah, I had a chance to go see it last week.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. That's
and the brother. You were the brother. I think Marlon Jackson and Jackie Jackson was there.
Wow.
Screening. So it was in Gary, their hometown. Could not make it. I regret it.
Yeah, and not too far from Gary, right?
Right.
Yep.
First negative, pacing. We got one here from Soups. He liked it. He liked it. I do want to find some nuanced ones that have a little bit more negative to say, but he really dug it. And Soups is a big Michael Jackson fan. Let's read this one. Jaafar Jackson delivers a truly remarkable performance in Michael, embodying the spirit, the ambition, and physicality of Michael Jackson in ways that's dazzling to watch. The kid is so good, and longtime fans will adore this film. Director Antoine Fuqua delivers a fun, entertaining, and soulful film that tells part of Michael's story, hitting several iconic beats. I particularly love the moments around Beat It and Thriller and Michael's early music video era. Fuqua also crafts a story about chaos between an overbearing father and a wildly talented son whose loss of a real childhood haunts him in adulthood. It's a film about the rise of a legendary music star, but also the price one pays when success, stardom, and family collide in a complicated, often heartbreaking way. That's something else I
Hmm. Yeah, I like that review. Yeah, I think you guys can see now that I think this is going to sort of carry over once the movie is like released worldwide. That I think the reviews are going to be mostly positive, probably overwhelmingly positive,
Yeah.
and I think this movie is going to do really, really, really well. I I feel like it's going to be $1 billion movie. It's nice that they've already filmed the majority of the second movie since this was all supposed to be one movie. But the success of this movie is going to guarantee that we get to see the end of this story as well. So yeah, I'm super excited about it, man. I'm counting down the days at this point. I just can't wait to get there. It does make me pause a little bit just knowing that a lot of times when you get something like this and it's going to be successful, that you hope that the studio and the family are able to, like, I hope they have everything ironed out ahead of time so that we can get that second movie, as opposed to, oh, let's see how the numbers do, and then we get into this whole situation where the family owns all of these assets and they want more money, so they end up not releasing it because they get into this squabble. Like, they need to strike while the iron's hot.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you have this movie now, you need to take maybe next year off, and then the year after that is when the second part of this needs to come out. Like, you can't you can't delay it. None of that stuff. Nobody should be squabbling. They should have all that stuff ironed out. I really hope they do, so we can get the conclusion to the story. But yeah, I'm excited about this. Please let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, drop those comments, and just know that Watch Stuff with Us will be in the mix in 2026. My name is JD. I got my main man Steve live and in the studio with me. Please don't forget this channel. I was gonna say this station. This channel is the place to be for a Michael movie in 2026. I will see you when I see you. Peace and love.